Finally just pitch. I've been telling Avi for a while, like, hey, I'm better than this. Like, I can locate. I can, pitch with all these pitches. Like, just hang with me, and I'll finally start executing. And finally, I'm starting to turn the corner, finally getting healthy, and was able to work with him today. And he made some good calls today. Some good sequences of what we were wanting to do. So I feel like we're getting in a good rhythm. And when we can get in a good rhythm, then we can start rolling. So, when you have that happen, working with Albie well, and then for our offense to give some run support, that's huge because it allows me to be aggressive. When we go up 4-1, allows me to still attack their hitters even 3-2. I don't have to pitch on pins and needles, and so it just makes for a great team win when everybody has a hand in it.
Is there anything different that you have to do when you're pitching at Coors Field to just make sure that all of those pitches can be as effective as they were?
Yeah, over my career, I've gotten a little experience of pitching here now, and understanding kind of how what you have to do to be able to attack and execute here. So I felt coming in today that I had that experience to know how to pitch here, and I just felt I knew what I needed to do. I knew how I needed to attack this lineup and how I needed to execute the pitches, and for the most part, I was able to come out here and do that.
Nice to be able to check off Coors Field now, off your box for wins. This is your first win.
Oh, first win, yeah. Yeah, that's a cool one. So, to be able to come in here and get a win, that's a good feeling.
How was that finger? Was that acting up a little bit at the end?
Yeah. It was a little tender. It was starting to, blood blister was starting to kind of come underneath it. So at the end, it was kind of painful, but nowhere near the type of pain that I was dealing with the previous start. So, was able to finish this outing, not have it get, out of control. Hopefully that skin kind of toughens up, and once that callus is up, and gets get a good callus on there, then I shouldn't have to worry about it anymore.
That's on your thumb, or is it
you have it on your thumb and middle finger. Okay. So really battling through the thumb right now.
Did Alvarez believe you when you told him you were going to come around, or?
It was more just like, I can execute these pitches. I know what I'm doing. I know how to get the ball. I can really pitch the quadrants, and I hadn't really been doing that with him yet, and for a variety of reasons. And it felt like today I was able to start doing that. And when I can do that, then it gives him more freedom to be able to execute and game plan and be creative back there. And he was, and so hopefully take this and keep running with it.
You mentioned knowing what you needed to do coming into tonight, based on your past experiences here and the issues the altitude presents. What did you want to do?
I don't know if I should say. Just knowing how your pitches play, just knowing the how their hitters react to different pitches, and what pitches kind of play up more here and less here, and what you need to do. But at the end of the day, it comes down to location. You got to locate the baseball, and for the most part today, I was able to locate the baseball, and that's why you have success.
Is this the healthiest you've felt this season?
I was pretty healthy opening day, but over the past kind of month, I'd say yes.